Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. Obviously there was no video yesterday. Small slate, didn't really find anything I liked, but we did great in the last video, hence why I'm wearing the robe. But I'll go over that at the end of the video. But there's Champions League games tomorrow. There's some England Championship games, which is the second division in the English League. And honestly, first of all, there's only going to be player props for the Champions League because they don't add any for the Championship. And two, it's a lot harder when it gets down to the smaller teams because the matchups are much tighter and much more evenly matched. The lines are sharp, and you just don't know how it's going to go. So honestly, it was really hard to find these picks, honestly. And also, this video is also later than what it usually would be because I did have work, but I still wanted to make a video. So I do apologize for the late video, but hey, a late video is better than no video. So I have this for y'all. And then as always, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. Either could be in the middle of the night, honestly, but more than likely tomorrow morning or tomorrow when the lineups are confirmed. That way I know the actual lineups that are going to be playing instead of just guessing right now, because you never know with the second leg if teams are going to go for broke. But I'll get straight into the picks, and the first one is on PrizePicks, and that's Raphinha to go higher than 3 shots, playing at home for Barcelona, going up against Benfica. He's averaging 3.5 shots per 90 in the league and 4.35 in the Champions League where he's playing now. He averages an extra shot in the Champions League is because he's honestly been the best player in the Champions League out of any team. He just turns it up to a different level when he plays there. He had 3 in the first leg when they played away from home. And that was the game where Barcelona were a man down and he still managed to get 3. And in the first game, also away from home in the group stage, he had 7 shots. Now he's at home, and if they don't get that red card, obviously, which I don't expect them to again, I feel like this is a good line to take. Just because they're up 1-0, Barcelona is not a team that's going to slow down with just a 1-0 lead. So I'm not worried about them sitting back. They're going to be attacking this whole time. And he's, first of all, the player that always makes the runs when they play off the counter because the striker's Lewandowski, so he's not fast enough. He's the one making the runs. Either Lewandowski or Yamal are usually the ones making the pass. So he's the counter-attack target, which is why he gets a lot of shots as well. And he's also a long shot taker. He's taking 49 from inside the box and 34 from outside in the Spanish league, and 19 from inside and 17 from outside the box in the Champions League. The goal he scored against Benfica was from outside the box. And he's a great dribbler as well, so he can create his own chances, not just by getting the pass from his teammates. And Benfica still allow a good amount of shots. They have allowed 14.6 shots in 5 Champions League away games, which is still pretty high, especially for when they're playing a team like Barcelona. Besides, Benfica already push players forward. Their fullbacks play forward, so they're already vulnerable on a counterattack, which again is where he plays. And 2, they lost the first game, so they have to attack in this game, which is just going to make him even more vulnerable on defense. So it's a good line at home. He's done good against them before, and it's Champions League where he turns up. I like the line, so like Raphinha to go higher than 3 shots. And then the second player prop that I found that I like, again, I said it was hard to find some, but I actually found this one on Underdog that I like for pretty good value, and it's Mkhitaryan to go under 0.5 goals and assists at home for Inter Milan, going up against Feyenoord. He's in the Italian league, where he plays in the Champions League. He's played 33 games and only has 4 goals and assists. That's a 12% hit rate. So I think for you getting good odds for the great hit rate that he has here, and in his last 5 games that he has started, he has been subbed out in all of them. So if he will very likely start, and if he does, I like the chances that he gets subbed out. Even if he doesn't, I still like the line regardless. His primary game, first of all, it's not to be a goal scorer. It's more to just kind of pass the ball around and try to create attacks. But 1, Inter Milan mainly get their attacks and score their goals from the wings, which is not where he plays. And 2, even then, he only averages around 1 to 1.3 key passes / chances created a game. So if he's just going to give his teammates 1 chance, very likely that they don't score, hence why he only has 4 goals and assists. Besides, they won the first game 2-0, so it's not like Inter Milan have to press and go for the kill. They're a team that like to hold the lead. Maybe they'll score 1, maybe 2 is pushing it, but even if they do, I do not see him being the one that will be involved. Besides, if you look at just the shots he's taken 21 in the league. Only 2 of those have been on target. And then from the 8 Champions League shots that he's taken, again, only 2 of those have been on target. So again, you're getting good odds here. He's not very involved in the attack. Good chances he gets subbed out. It's a great hit rate. So I like this play. It's pretty safe in my opinion, and I like it. So I like Mkhitaryan to go under 0.5 goals and assists. Before I get into the money line plays, as always, if you guys please could like the video, drop a comment as well. It helps boost the video out to more people, and it's a great way to just support the channel. And if you want to support the channel just a little more, obviously subscribing, turning on notifications helps a lot. And for those that don't know, I do have the memberships linked in the description for those that want to again support the channel more, and you get the videos out even earlier before they go out public. This video is late, but even then, the ones that are members still got it before everybody else. So if you want to join that and support the channel, link for that's in the description. And all my links for everything, whether it's Outlier, my player prop apps, moneyline apps, all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But I do have two moneyline plays, and the first one is in the England Championship, the second division, and that's the Burnley moneyline for -115 going up against West Brom. They came through last time I took them, and I expect them to come through again. They have the best defensive record in the league, only conceding 10 goals in 36 games. And when they've played at home, they've only conceded 4 goals in 18 games at home. So great defensive record. They're undefeated at home, yet to lose, with 10 wins and 8 draws. So it's whether they can convert that draw into points. And they will, because it's a very crucial game, especially at home. They're only 2 points behind top two. First and second place are tied in points. And then Burnley's right there in third, only 2 points behind. So they need this win. They have only conceded 1 goal in their last 5 league games. And they have yet to concede in 7 games that they have played at home in 2025. Since the start of the year, they've played 7 league games and they have yet to concede a goal. And West Ham are going to, West Brom will be missing quite a few key players. They're going to be missing Baja, who has 14 goals and assists for them, a big important piece. They're going to be missing Wallace, who's their captain as well. They're going to be missing Furlong, a big important right back that they have. So they're going to have a lot of key pieces that they're missing. And Burnley is just a much better team. The first game that they played away from home was 0-0, but even then, it took a 4-save, 0.92 goals, hence Burnley was expected to score a goal performance from the opposing keeper to stop them from scoring. Now they're at home where they play better, where West Brom are weaker defensively, and Burnley is just better in general. Besides, Burnley's a pretty clinical team, converting 37% of the shots on target that they've taken. So I trust them to get the win here. Obviously they're not going to lose this, whether they can stop the draw and score a goal, and I believe they will. So I like the Burnley money line for -115. Going up against West Brom. And then the second play that I found that I like, this one is in the Champions League, and that's the Barcelona -1.5 versus Benfica for -130. This means that they will win by 2 goals or more. First of all, as Barcelona, they can turn up and just be in form at any moment. They could go from scoring. They scored 5 goals in the first game for a reason. So if they're in form, they're a very scary sign. And they played in the group stage, beat them 4-5, and then they also won the first leg away from home when they had the early red card 1-0. But both of those were away. Now they're at home, and this prop has hit in 3 out of the 4 Champions League home games that they've played. The only one that didn't hit was 2-2 against Atalanta, but they beat Young Boys 5-0 at home. They beat Bayern Munich 4-1 at home, and they beat Brest 3-0. So when they play at home in the Champions League, they've been playing great. And I mentioned before in the player prop with Raphinha, Benfica still allow 14.6 shots on average in 5 away games in the Champions League. So they still allow a decent amount of shots, and that's very, very dangerous, again, versus a team like Barcelona that can easily take much more than that, especially a team that's very, very clinical. First of all, they are 41% shots that they've made from the shots on target that they've taken in the league, and that goes up to 47% in the Champions League. So they play even better then, and they will also play hard, not just from in-game purposes, but outside of the game. They postponed their Osasuna game because the team doctor that they had unfortunately passed away. His name is Carlos Miñaro, and he had a heart attack, and he's been with the team since 2017. So not only obviously are they going to be playing hard to just get past to the next stage, they only won 1-0 at home. They've already beat them before, but now they have the extra motivation in their home game since his passing to just play good for him. Again, they postponed that last La Liga game, and now they're at home. And I guess I'm not going to say a good thing that came out of it, but they did manage to get those extra days of rest because they postponed their game, and they're going to want to win that game for him as well. So they already beat them twice away. They can score from anywhere, where it's set pieces, counterattacks, regular play. I expect them to get the job here done at home. I like the value that you're getting here. So like Barcelona, -1.5 for -130, going up against Benfica in the Champions League. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. We were one pick away from sweeping the whole day, but we still had a great day. Money line wise, we had one, and that was both teams to score in the Verona and Bologna game for plus 100. That one hit for us. And then we had Paredes to take a shot and Kramaric to take 3 shots. So all 3 plays that were in the video hit. We swept the YouTube picks, and then I had 2 added plays. That was Pellegrini to take 2 shots. He hit for us as well. And the other one, I had added Kluivert to not get 3 fouls, like foul people 3 times, and he did get that 3rd, so that one's unfortunate. But we swept the YouTube ones, went 1-1 on the added plays. So it was a 4-1 day overall. We had a great day. And with this 1 day break, hopefully we can do great when it comes to Champions League. I usually do really good in Champions League, so fingers crossed we can do the same again. And like I mentioned before, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment either later tonight or tomorrow, very much more likely tomorrow. And then I do have my Discord linked in the description for those that want to join. It is completely free. I'm not a premium. It's just for those that want to talk about their plays, talk during the games, talk about other sports. Just a good community I'm trying to build over there. So more than welcome to join, linked in the description. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.